Hello everybody, welcome to the adventures of the town electrician. Sad day today is we see all the people in Japan that are suffering. I wish there was something I could do, but it's a real sad thing to me. And you know, now we're waiting to see the fate of their nuclear reactors, and you know, we have to realize that this is the cost of nuclear power. And you know, there's this fairy tale going around America that nuclear power plants are emissionless, and on the contrary, it's one of the filthiest forms of power that we've ever devised. And you know, every nuclear reactor on the face of the earth builds up these radioactive iodine gas bubbles inside, and periodically that iodine gas has to be released. And that's where one of the health hazards comes in, because that radioactive iodine gas deposits in the breasts of women and the testicles of men and causes cancer. So we need to factor that in as we debate nuclear power in our own country. And of course, you know, the economics of nuclear power are just ridiculous, because they depend on sizable government subsidies to exist. And one of those subsidies is, of course, uranium. The government has to support the price of uranium. And then the nuclear waste, the government has to build big nuclear dumps so we can put all this waste in. And then the biggest subsidy of all is the Price-Anderson Nuclear Indemnification Act. That was passed about 30 years ago and then renewed in, I think it was 2006, with little fanfare and little debate. And what that act does is relieve the nuclear power companies of any liability when they do have a spill. So I don't know, to pretend that there's a free market when it comes to nuclear power is really ridiculous. Because you know, in my little company, my biggest bill of the year is my liability insurance. When I come into your house or your business and do electrical work, I have to have insurance. And you know, that's just in case anything goes wrong. And my insurance would be a lot cheaper if the nuclear power plants had to pay their liability insurance. And then of course, it'd be nice too if the government would pay for my fuel or subsidize my fuel, and then pick up my garbage every week for me too. That sure would take the cost of running my business a lot lower. So just a few thoughts for today down here on the border as we watch what happens in Japan unfold. All right, thanks for joining me now. And from border to border, adios.